James Cartwright may currently be terrifying viewers as one of Coronation Street's darkest villains in recent years, but the actor has revealed that Theo Silverton's harrowing storyline has had a profound impact far beyond Weatherfield. From heartfelt letters to a deeply emotional encounter with a stranger, the consequences of the plot have followed James into real life in ways he never anticipated. James joined the ITV soap last year as Theo Silverton, introduced as Todd Grinshaw's charming, attentive new partner. At first, Theo appeared to be everything Todd had been searching for: kind, supportive, and emotionally available. But as the months unfolded, that perfect facade slowly crumbled, revealing a manipulative and deeply controlling abuser beneath the surface. The gradual nature of Theo's behavior is what made the storyline so unsettling for many viewers. Rather than explosive violence from the outset, Theo's abuse was subtle, insidious, and psychological. He isolated Todd from friends and family, chipped away at his confidence, and repeatedly made him question his own judgment. Over time, Todd came to believe that he was the problem, a classic hallmark of coercive control. Speaking to the Mirror, James revealed that the realism of the storyline has resonated with audiences in an overwhelming way. He says he has received more than 100 letters from viewers who recognized elements of their own lives in Theo and Todd's relationship, many of whom had experienced similar abuse themselves or had watched loved ones suffer. One encounter, however, left a particularly lasting impression. James recalled being approached by a stranger at a train station who wanted to share his story. The man explained that a close friend had endured a similar abusive relationship and had tragically gone on to take his own life. He told James how grateful he was that Coronation Street had chosen to shine a light on this kind of abuse, describing the storyline as both painful and validating. For James, the moment was devastating, but also reinforced why the story mattered. The actor admitted the conversation was incredibly moving, highlighting just how vital awareness-driven storylines can be when handled responsibly. Reflecting on Theo's behavior, James believes the fear comes from how believable it all is. It's very rare that you come across someone in your life who wants to intentionally harm you, he explained. It's a terrifying thing to think that someone might do that. That quiet realism, he feels, is why the storyline struck such a deep chord. The plot reached truly horrifying territory during the recent Corrie episodes, when Theo committed his most unforgivable act. After discovering that Billy Mayhew had uncovered the truth about his abuse, Theo realized his carefully constructed world was at risk of collapsing. When Billy was trapped inside a burning minibus following a devastating crash, Theo returned to the vehicle, not to save him, but to ensure his silence. In scenes that shocked viewers, Theo reattached Billy's seatbelt just as he was close to escaping, before calmly walking away and watching as the minibus exploded. It was a chilling moment that cemented Theo as one of the soap's most disturbing villains. In last night's episode, January 27, Theo appeared racked with guilt as he stood alone with Billy's coffin ahead of the funeral. Believing himself to be unobserved, he confessed his crime, apologizing for what he'd done and acknowledging his responsibility for Billy's death. Unbeknownst to him, Carl Webster was listening nearby, a twist that could finally spell the beginning of the end. So far, Theo has managed to stay one step ahead of justice. In a cruel twist of fate, suspicion for the fatal crash has fallen on Debbie Webster, while the real driver, Carl, has escaped scrutiny. But with Carl now aware of Theo's actions, the balance of power may be shifting, and Theo's grip on the truth is slipping. James has spoken openly about how proud he is of Coronation Street's handling of the storyline, particularly its focus on abuse within a same-sex relationship, a subject that is still rarely portrayed on mainstream television. He praised the show's commitment to care, sensitivity, and forward planning, crediting producer Kate Brooks and the wider Corrie team for ensuring he was fully supported throughout the process. "I can't thank everyone at Corrie enough," James said. "Kate Brooks is incredible, endlessly creative and supportive, and the whole team always makes sure I know what's coming for Theo." While James has enjoyed a varied career, from his breakout role in Tracy Beaker at just 17 to appearances in the Downton Abbey film, Dalgliesh, Johnny Shakespeare, and Radio 4's The Archers, it's his portrayal of Theo Silverton that has sparked some of the most powerful conversations of his career. As the storyline moves towards its climax, the real-world impact of Theo's actions is already clear. And as that emotional encounter at the train station proves, Coronation Street's decision to tackle coercive control has resonated far beyond the screen, offering recognition, awareness, and, for some, a sense that their experiences are finally being seen.